Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie with me. We've just drawn 3-3 to Southampton here at the Emirates, Robbie. Now listen, we laughed and joked about bottling all week and we didn't bottle it at West Ham and all of that, but today, does it feel like we bottled it today?
At 3-1, right, when it was 3-1 and the game's petering out and we didn't look like we were going to score in a million years, I'm thinking there's no way I can defend this team and say they were not bottling the league.
Yeah.
You know, we were poor, you know what I mean, at Ramsdale at the start, man. I mean, that after the Maguire mistake last night, you'd have thought as a goalkeeper you'd be watching these things. I just could not understand what he did. And then after that, you know, he's a bit nervy after that, you know. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that's like bottle job status.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Partey, when he sort of, you know, very poor in his sort of defensive duties that led to that corner, then a corner where they just, you know, player just comes at the back, very similar to the Bournemouth one.
Yep.
Where no one's marking him. I'm like, bro, we're bottling the league. I can't, all these men that have been getting at me all this week and I've been saying, nah. I said, there's no defence. But the last 5 minutes or so, when, you know, then, and I disagree with Troops when he says, I forget who was early, some yard man who's going, they had no choice. They're playing, there's nothing to lose. Nah, those players know what's coming their way.
Exactly.
They know what's coming their way. They're going to pick up some serious flack and everyone's going to say, you bottled it, you can't handle the pressure, you're done, you're finished. And, you know, they get 2 goals back and then nearly win the game. Trossard hits the bar, sorry. I mean, we could have won the game and, you know, the narrative would have been completely different, but
we didn't.
What it did do, even though we didn't win the game, even though it's still another 2 points dropped against a team that are at the bottom of the league, what it did show me is that they are willing to fight till the end, right? Those players are willing to fight till the end, and that gives me a little bit of heart going into the Manchester City game. And Stricto's right.
He is right.
We can go to Man City, and then some of the same man who's saying it's done might be saying, boy, no, actually, but it wouldn't even be, it's still not over because there's still other games. That's the reality of when, you know, we haven't been in a title fight for so long, so we've forgotten how it goes. Yeah. All this, everybody all season, all this mathematics, with 7 points clear, with a game in hand, and if this one loses that, and then they got to go, and then we're working it out, and we're discounting these teams like Southampton who are fighting for their lives. They're facing relegation. They're fighting for their lives. West Ham last week fighting for their lives.
But it's not good enough, though.
It's not good. Honestly, it's not good enough. You know, and you know, I think Aaron Ramsdale, who's been excellent this season, will have his. You know, he'll be heartbroken because he's really caused this tonight with that start that we've got. But you know, but I'm saying to you that I just don't think Man City are going to go from now till the end of the season winning every single game. I don't know where everybody's, getting at. They've got,
Nor
will we, and we're going to have to wait and see who's going to come out on top. But it's not done yet. Okay. Nor will we. No, of course it won't. People who are working out and saying, you know, even me, I've been guilty of that. Yeah. Right. As I said, we've been so long that we've forgotten how leagues go. It don't go like that. You know what I mean? Teams falter. Teams that everybody... And the narrative can change quick. Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, everybody's going, see Napoli, boy, that team, I feel they'll win the Champions League. Blah, blah. Yeah. They're out.
Yeah, it's true.
Beaten by AC Milan, a team they were slapping up earlier on in the season. They're out. They're out.
Same,
Manchester United, everyone's like, we breeze, you know, we do the treble of cups and stuff like that. They're out. They're out, gone. Sevilla, who you're talking about Southampton, Sevilla, very similar with them, where they're near the bottom of their league. I think hardly won any. Fighting relegation in Spain. Look what they did to Man United last night. But the one thing I would say with the Man United thing, they just completely capitulated and died on the pitch. At least we showed some fight and came back. It's not enough. We should be winning these games. It could count against us in the title fight, but I saw glimpses at the end. I saw something in this team that I'm still believing. You know what I mean? When I go up there on Wednesday night to the Etihad, you'll be there as well. Ty, you'll be there. We because of that ending, there's a bit of belief. If they hadn't have done that, I don't think I'd have much belief. I think I'd be going up there thinking, boy, you know what? Nah, man. You know what I mean? If I start saying we're going to win the league, I'm just lying to myself. If I start saying we can go out there and get something out of it, I'm lying to myself. But, you know, now I go up there with a bit of belief. I go up there with some, you know, because the team's got some fighting spirit. The one thing I've got to say, though, our defending in the last few games has been so bad, man. The way teams have just been scoring again, it's been so easy. And yes, Saliba's missing, and you're right. And Saliba's a big miss because he just gives us a level of control when you've got. But also, I do believe that it's not just the defenders, the midfield. You know what I mean? Where were they today? It was Vieira today, Partey as well. Partey, has been brilliant this season. Last couple of games has been poor. I just feel that the midfield's got when we go to City, if that midfield performs like that, we'll get destroyed. They've got to shape up, man. They've got to shape up. The midfield in particular. I mean, as you said, Saliba's a big miss, but Rob Holding didn't really do much wrong today, nor did, Gabriel. We lose a bit of control, but where's the midfield? They're supposed to be in front of them, protecting them. You know what I mean? So easy.
We can see
the Wolves' second goal, Walcott.
Oh, Gabriel just within.
How easy that was! How easy that was! Come on, man.
We conceded 3 goals today. The last time we conceded 3 goals at the Emirates, you know, the team was playing against when we conceded 3 goals here at the Emirates. Man City.
City. The only team to beat us here in the Premier League this season. And I was thinking, but
it's not good enough.
Listen, if we, as I said, if we go there and defend like that, and the midfield performs like that, we get destroyed. So much as we want to be confident, much as I want to keep the faith, they've got to do their part. They've got to sit down and they've got to say, we're going to have to play a lot better than that. But it ain't over yet.
It's not over. Let me end with this. Let me just ask you about this, because this is what's going on throughout the week. The mentality. They say that we're too emotional, this Arsenal side. Do you see that? Because we saw Zinchenko, you saw Gabriel Jesus. Didn't have the greatest of games today, but I think it went down to them being too overly emotional. But do you subscribe to that?
I like the way they were rallying the troops. I like the way they got in a huddle and tried to say, right, let's get ourselves back on track. Let's try and get, you know what I mean? Because they know what they were facing. They were you know what I mean? And you can't fault their mentality when you're 3-1 down at home. The whole world's watching this game. Everyone's cussing you, saying you bottled it, you're done, and then you nearly win the game. You can't fault that. You can't. That's what I said. That gives me a bit of heart. So, we don't know. Somebody said this last week, and it's the same again with this week.
Don't know about the point.
We don't know what this means. We don't know if we lost the title here tonight, or we don't know if, that could be the thing, the little bit of fight that turns the corner. Because remember, we went for that patch last season, where we lost the 3 games, and then all of a sudden we went on a run again. So hopefully the run again.
Yeah, what's your head telling you? I know you're doing a positive thing. What's your head telling you?
Listen, if my head is telling me, right, that it's going to be a really tough game, my head is telling me that if we defend like how we did today, we'll get destroyed up there. That's simple. That's what my head's telling me.
Defense has been tight.
But if we go up there and we're dogged and we play well, I think we've got a chance. You know what I mean? Man City have had a lot of games recently. You know what I mean? That will start to tell. Even though this weekend it's FA Cup for them. You know what I mean? There's going to be a time going to come when they're going to falter, and hopefully that's going to be when we're up there. And the thing is, right, the thing is about it is that if you go up there, City, now, and you win the game, it then gives you the confidence then to say, right, we can go for the rest of the season and maybe get that run together again and go on and win it. But winning titles ain't easy, man, and we're finding it out right now. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.